thank you for coming to our site and checking out more about our practice. So I understand the first time you go to a doctor, especially if it's not somebody that you're familiar with, or they do some technique you're not really familiar with, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. So I'd like to take a couple minutes and introduce you to our practice, introduce you to me. My name is Dr. Ray Drury. Thank you for joining us. And let me tell you a little bit about how we got here. So back when I was in chiropractic school, I was getting adjusted on a regular basis, general chiropractic, but yet I started to have some health problems. I wasn't sleeping good. My energy level wasn't good. I was having a hard time studying, focusing on my school. And I had a virus in my mouth. My gums were bleeding all the time. I chronically had this metal taste, had allergies really bad. I was getting headaches, neck pain, back pain. I mean, I really felt like crap. Well, I happened to meet a chiropractor at a seminar out of town that did this crazy upper cervical stuff. And he explained to me a little bit about how they only adjust one bone. And I'm like, well, why? You got 24 bones. Why only adjust one? Why not adjust all of them, right? Well, so I just kind of blew him off a little bit, went back to school, and I started having those health problems. Actually, it got worse to the point where I was desperate. I had to get something in. And so finally I called that guy up, and he said, hey, come on down, let's check you out and let's see what's going on. So I did, about 2 hours away from where I was in school. And first thing he did was he checked me with this little instrument. He ran up my neck and said, see, it shows that there's a problem here. And I was like, okay. So then he said he had to take some x-rays. He took x-rays, 3 different directions just of the top 2 bones in my neck. Afterwards, he showed them to me, and he said, look how this one's turned, and this one's going that way, and this one's shifted over to the side. So I said, okay, I can see that, right? And so he made an adjustment. He called it a correction. One of the top 2 bones in my neck, it was the first bone in my case. Then he had me lay down for about 15, 20 minutes. Got back up. He checked me with that same instrument again and said, now look, see how it was all crooked and showing there's pressure there? Well, now that's straightened out, which means the pressure's gone, which means now your brain should be communicating to every cell in your body now at 100%. And I was like, well, that sounds good to me, right? I mean, you want 100% communication brain to your body, right? I mean, that can't hurt you. So, but I didn't feel any different until I started driving home. And actually, I got about a half mile away from my house, and I started to get kind of a cold sweat and started to feel like this sense of nausea come on. Well, pulled in the driveway and shooted up towards the door, and all of a sudden, man, I threw up all over the front porch. I didn't even make it into the house. So then I'm thinking, man, this guy, he really screwed me up, right? I mean, I was sick, but I wasn't like sick, I wasn't throwing up. So I went into the bedroom and laid down on the bed, fully dressed, lights on, and then woke up 12 hours later. Same exact position, fully dressed, lights on. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Still, now I'm thinking, not only did he make me sick, but he knocked me out, right? So then I went to the bathroom and brushed my teeth. No blood. I mean, first time in months, no blood. Overnight, my gums had healed. Still thinking, I don't know about this upper cervical stuff. So then that doctor called me, and he said, so how you feeling? I said, man, I don't know what you did to me, man, but you made me sick. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, man, I threw up all over my front porch. He's like, that's awesome. I'm like, what do you mean that's awesome? I threw up. He said, yeah, but think about it. You had something in your system, something in your body that your body was having a hard time getting rid of, was making you sick. Your gums were bleeding. You probably had a virus. Your body woke up after we adjusted it, and boom, what's the quickest door out, right? The quickest exit through the front door. So your body was actually removing the problem that was making you sick. Well, I noticed now, day after day, I kept feeling better and better. My energy level went up. My concentration got better. My study time dropped down, 300%. My allergies cleared up. The aches and pains, the headache, cleared up. So I thought, man, there's really something to this. So I started going down to this doctor's office and following him around and meeting some of the patients that he had helped. And he was helping people from all over the world were coming into this little office, and he had people with multiple sclerosis and fibromyalgia and migraine headaches and sleeping problems and diabetes and all these things. These people were getting well just from one of the upper bones of the neck. So I've decided, I'm like, that's what I want to do. So I started studying and started going through the postdoctorate program beyond traditional chiropractic college, learning to do the upper cervical work. Spent over 2 years studying the upper cervical, just these top 2 bones. After going through general chiropractic college, Then finally got to the point where I could open my own practice, and I always loved the Carolinas. Came out here by myself, didn't know a single person in the state. Opened my practice here in the Charlotte area, and that was 24 years ago. And now we've been growing, and we've helped thousands of people just in the Charlotte metro area, and literally people from all over the world. They've come here from Mexico to Canada to Europe, and from all the different states just to get under upper cervical care. That's prompts me to why I wrote this book. It's called The Best Kept Secret in Healthcare. Now, it's called The Best Kept Secret in Healthcare because unfortunately, upper cervical care is the best kept secret in healthcare. But we're trying to change that. You can help us change that. Anytime we see our patient, because we understand you're not familiar with this work, there's less than 1,000 doctors in the world that do this work. So one of the things that we offer is a free consultation. We never charge for the consultation, to sit down with the doctor so we can understand your needs and know if it's something we think we can help you with. If you might have an upper cervical problem that could be causing you to take too many medications or possibly even be lined up for some sort of surgery. So if we can help you, we'll explain to you what we think we can do and exactly how much it's going to cost and what we're going to need to do further. If we can't help you, then what we pledge to do is to try to find somebody else that we think can. Got nothing to lose, right? And I tell you what, if you decide, look around the website. I hope you get a lot of good information. If you decide at some point you want to learn a little bit more, stop in the office. I promise you we'll have a book waiting here for you. All you have to do is come in and tell the staff that Dr. Drury promised you a book on the website. You saw the video. Just tell them that, and I promise you we'll give you a book. You can take it home, even learn more about what we do. Well, I appreciate you coming, perusing our website. I hope you get a lot of good information. The number is right here below. Give us a call, and we'll be happy to get you in for that free consultation to see if we can serve you. Thanks again. Have a great day.